So I briefly talked about this in my last video of the training session video of like the principles of exercise selection if you want to get bigger and stronger. How I really like the principles that starting strength uses when it comes to exercise selection. How you should want to use exercises that 1, train a lot of muscle mass, 2, are conducive to loading, and 3, you can train through the greatest effective range of motion. Prioritizing these 3 principles will lead you to doing a lot of barbell bilateral variations of squatting, deadlifting, pressing overhead, pressing away from you, or bench pressing, and pulling something towards you. All of the common barbell exercises and their variations follow these principles most effectively compared to any other popular exercise selections with dumbbells, kettlebells, or exercises with various machines and contraptions. Now, you may ask a question regarding certain smaller muscle groups being a limiting factor or not getting trained as much as other muscle groups in certain exercises. For example, are the lats getting trained enough in deadlifts and pull-ups only? Or are the triceps getting trained to a full extent in the bench press? You need more accessory work for these smaller muscle groups. So here's my take on that. If you want to do accessory exercises, go ahead and do them. It's probably not going to hurt you. But if you take a 455 deadlift to a 605 deadlift over the course of 2 years of dedicated training, your lats will most definitely gain size and strength. If you train your bench press and get that thing stronger from 225 1RM to a 350 1RM over the course of 2.5 years of dedicated training, your triceps will most definitely gain size and strength. The smaller muscle groups are still major contributors to these exercises. You can't deadlift without your lats. You can't bench press without your triceps. These muscles will grow because that is the adaptation to lifting heavier and heavier weights over time. Your glutes aren't going to outpace your lats in the deadlift. They're both going to gain size and strength accordingly to the task they're demanded to perform. And personally, when I'm training, I want to be as efficient as possible. Depending on the day, I can get bored after 45 to 50 minutes of training, and I'll almost never exceed 65 to 70 minutes of training. And I like to do other things other than lift weights. I like to play basketball, I like to sprint, I like to jump, I like to be athletic overall. So I'm going to choose exercises that are the most efficient in terms of training all of these muscle groups without having to do more than 4 exercises in a session. So those are my principles to training for size and strength. And even if I didn't do all of the other athletic stuff that I did, those would still be my principles. And it goes without saying that you can get strong and gain strength doing a lot of other things, but those principles are likely going to be the most effective for everybody to follow. So that's how I think in terms of exercise selection for me and how I program for most of my clients. That's all I have for the video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.